Hey Flosstubers, it's Katie the Stash Queen coming to you on this Sunday, November 1st. It's November! How can it be November? I don't understand. Got a lot to talk about today. It's gonna be a doozy. Sit back with your stitching, get comfortable. It's gonna be a long one. Hope everyone had a good stitchy week. I had a good week overall for the most part. Got stitching done every day. No holdovers this week. A couple of stressful things here and there for, family outside of the stitching world, but nothing too bad, nothing that we can't handle. Did get together with Kate, the Queen of Starts, on Friday. It was a ton of fun, again, as always. And again, we coordinated without planning. And we were joking how we were both, going to message each other and figure out what the other one was going to wear. But, both had blue, black, and white shirts with the black, over shawl thing to help keep us warm. It was funny. Had a good brunch, got some stitching, lots of talking, and then we went to shop at my local needlework shop, Threads That Bind. Did a lot of shopping, got a lot of stuff, and we were joking with the sales lady there about how Kate's insane and how she was going to do the year of starts, and anyone who's seen Stitch Mania has heard that she is going to do a new start every day, and there's quite a few other people who are going to be joining her on the insane journey. And I was joking how I wasn't going to do it and all that sort of thing. So anyway, we'll talk more about insanity later. I also want to thank everyone for everyone who has signed up for my giveaway on video number 34. The giveaway is still open, so if you haven't signed up yet, go feel free to take a gander and sign up. Lots of comments. Thank you everyone for the compliments and for the kind words about the fact that I hit 1,000 subscribers. It still boggles my mind. You guys are great. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to doing the drawing. There's lots of great entries and can't wait to see who's going to win. I'm going to need this today. Not just for the caffeine. So I thought I would get started with Q&As, and I have a lot more Q&As this week. And again, as always, if I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. It's unintentional. I will try to do better next time. Sorry, my necklace is bugging me when it has the thing in the back. Anyway. And again, these are in no particular order, just the order I found them when I was writing my notes down this morning. Trina Bell sent me a sweet message in messages rather than in comments. She had noted that I'd been talking about the weather and how rainy and icky and yucky it was. And she was asking if I was in Austin, the Austin area, because she knew I was from Texas and Austin apparently was getting as much icky, wet yuckiness as we were. No, I'm actually up in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I'm in the north side of Dallas-Fort Worth. Lots of us live up here in DFW. It's lots of fun. I like Austin. I've been to Austin. Keep Austin weird, but I am not down in the Austin area. Tom Jerry asked some questions about French knots and some trouble that they were having with getting the French knots to stay. The only hint that I have, and I am not set up yet to do tutorial videos, but there's a great tutorial video by Mary Corbett, which I'm going to link down here below, on how to do French knots. It's a great tutorial video. I highly recommend you check it out. The only recommendation I have when doing French knots is to make sure you don't pull really hard when the knot is forming on the top of the fabric, because if you pull it, it'll go through and it defeats the whole purpose and you have to do it again. So you just got to be careful and gentle when pulling the threads down. Sorry, that's bugging me. When you're pulling the thread through the fabric, it shouldn't matter what type of fabric you use. I've done French knots on all different types of fabric, Aida and even weave and linen. It's just a matter, and I still do it sometimes, where I pull a little too hard and the knot breaks and or unravels or whatever you want to say and goes through the fabric, and it's like, oh, got to do it again. But Mary Corbett's video, I will definitely put a link below as a good tutorial video. Tammy Neal asked 3 different questions. First off, she asked if I ever used waste canvas. No. And really that's because I haven't really liked the looks of patterns that are done on waste canvas. I don't know what it is. The same pattern done on Aida or even weave or linen that is done on a waste canvas, the waste canvas just doesn't look good to me. And I've just not been interested in using waste canvas. She also asked, with my specialty dyed flosses that are variegated, do I stitch them on solid color fabrics? No. I rarely use solid color fabrics, and if I do, it's usually white. Almost all of my fabrics are hand dyed and variegated. Some are a little less variegated than others, but I don't limit it to solid color fabrics. Now, I know a lot of people who do, because they don't want the flosses to conflict with the fabric, or they want to highlight one or the other, and that's great and that's fine. Whatever you like best, whatever floats your boat, do it. I try to get complementary fabrics with the flosses. I just like using all of the pretties, and if they work well together, then I'm all for it. So that's my take on that. And then the last question she had was, do I have any other crafts besides stitching? Not to the extent of stitching. I read. I enjoy reading a lot. I go in phases with reading. I'll start a book, and it doesn't even matter what the book is. Historical fiction is my general favorite, especially in like the England royal courts type thing. But I'll read for a while and then I'll take a break. I used to play video games. I don't have a system right now. I have a couple games on my phone that I play, but I don't have a system right now that I like using. My son is really big into the old world Super Mario Brothers that my husband is teaching him. And we're thinking about getting a system for Christmas as the family Christmas gift so that we can all get Lego Dimensions and I can play Doctor Who on it. Yeah, that's it. And then I volunteer at the school. But that's pretty much it as far as hobbies go. Katrina Muguia. I'm sorry, Katrina, if I totally probably butchered your name. Have I ever thought of doing a podcast? No. I'm fine with just doing my videos here on Flosstube. If something ever came up as some other sort of podcast, I might entertain the idea, but this is quite enough for me for now. Joe Gregoire asked if I will be giving a tour of the craft room when I'm done. Yes, it'll be a separate video outside of my normal videos. Kind of like what I did when I just showed off the floss storage. I'll just do a separate room video. And clearly, as you see above my shoulder, I haven't done a lot of organizing and updating in here this week because I've been working on on kitting up projects. But yes, that is the plan. When it's done, I will do a tour of the stash room. Or as one of my friends have affectionately referred to it, since I'm the queen of starts, or queen of the stash queen. Sorry, Kate, I'm stealing your title because we're twins. Since I'm the stash queen, we've called this Stashingham Palace. It works. What do you know? I love it. Catherine Sows asked, sorry, Catherine, if there are any Alice in Wonderland patterns that I would recommend. I'm not a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. I do have this cute one from Soda Stitch, which I really like. It's part of their whole storybook series, and I think this one is very cute, and I've seen a few people stitch it up. There's another one from Soda Stitch out there. Brooks Books has a great line of Alice in Wonderland characters, I believe. There are... if you go on Etsy and you type in Alice in Wonderland, you can find tons of different patterns. There are a lot out there. Alice in Wonderland's a big, a lot of people love Alice in Wonderland. There are tons of stuff out there from various, tastes and stuff. But that Soda Stitch one's the only one that I currently have, I believe, that I can think of. That's sad, isn't it? I know. That's the only one I have in my stash that I know is Alice in Wonderland. Auntie Jen Stitches, because I keep hitting you guys and keep commenting on sorry that you guys are rolling back and forth, she asked what you guys are sitting on. My laptop is sitting on top of the footrest for my rocking chair. The rocking chair that we had for my children's nursery when they were babies has found its way in here, and it came with a matching footrest. My phone sits on my laptop, leaning against the screen of my laptop instead of doing any other sort of tripod or anything like that. So when I hit this, you guys start moving back and forth. So that's what you're sitting on. And then Cookie Stitch asked, have I always been a lifelong multi-whip girl, or did that develop as life moved on? It developed as life moved on. I started just doing one whip at a time. The first time I can recall having multiple whips at once was when I was getting married, and I did a pattern for my mother, a pattern for my mother-in-law, and then one for my maid of honor and one for each bridesmaid. So I had 5 whips going. And of course, I was in college and finishing up college and planning a wedding, so it was a wee bit stressful, and I didn't think that was going to work for me, but I got them all done. Then the next time I had multiple whips was when I was doing my husband and my Christmas stockings for our second Christmas. We didn't get them done in time for first Christmas, but I did those 2 at a time, and then I kind of just stuck with one at a time, and I would get burned out. I would work on a pattern for, because I think you guys have noticed my tastes in patterns, designs may have changed, but style as far as big over small really hasn't. I'm more of a medium to big pattern girl. So I've always had medium to big patterns. And some of the ones that I've done have been like my daughter's Christmas stocking and my son's Christmas stocking and other things that are substantial in size. But I'd get burned out after I finished it, and I would take a really long hiatus from stitching. So not this time, but the time before that, before I lost my stitchy bug, I started doing the multiple whips thing. And then I lost my stitchy bug for reasons having nothing to do with my rotation. Took about a 6-month break, and then January 1st of this year, I started up again. And it's been a daily rotation, multiple whips, crazy insanity ever since. I have stitched every day in 2015 so far. Go me. 2 months to go. I can do this. So it definitely developed, and it works better for me. I've said it before in previous videos. I know a lot of people who can't handle doing multiple whips at a time, and that's fine. That I have no problem with that. But I get stitcher's ADD. I get bored working on just one project and not having other things to go through. I like having lots of starts, lots of whips. It's fun. It's just what works for me. And if it works for you too, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's fine. As long as you're having fun stitching, that's all that matters. So those are my Q&As for the week. Thank you everyone for your questions. And as always, if you have any questions for me, feel free to put them in the comments below. If I missed your question, which this week is highly possible because of the number of comments that I got for entries for the video or for the giveaways on my previous video, if I missed your question, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional. Just ask it again and I will get to it next week. Next up, Stashquisitions. And I'm going to preface this by saying it's a little obscene this week. I admit it. It's a little obscene this week. If you don't like watching stash, fast forward, because this is going to take a little while. Just be prepared. All right. Let's put this over here for the moment because I don't need this in my lap right now. All right. First thing. I went through, I think I've mentioned to everybody, and I'm not going to pull all these out, that I have my vintage DMC behind me. I had a ton of DMC. While I was kitting up projects this week for next year, I decided, you know what? I don't have a ton of DMCs left that I was missing to make a complete set of just the standard DMC line, not the variegated, not the, sorry. Notice came up and it blurred out my screen. Not the satins, not any of those. Those will be collected in time as I need to. But I went ahead and ordered the last of the DMC that I needed to complete my DMC collection. And some bobbins. There's another, I ordered actually 2 things of bobbins, but one is already open and downstairs. So, DMC. Not going to pull those out because it's DMC. Then, I'm not sure if everyone's aware, but Country Cottage Needleworks started another monthly series like they did with their Santa's Village series. They started a new one this year that is the Gingerbread Village. And I signed up with the Silver Needle to get the new pattern each month. And the first one got here this month. It is Gingerbread Train. Isn't that so cute? And I also got the button that goes with it. It's this cute little candy button. But that's the pattern. I'm going to wait. My intention is to do, like I'm going to plan on doing with Santa's Village when I do it, I'm going to do it all on one piece, but I'm going to wait until I get a few more of these in to see kind of how the layout's going to go before I start it. So that came in this week. Sorry, I put this in here because I don't want to lose the button. Then, you all know I've been kitting up my chatelaines. And I had ordered all of the beads, but some of the beads have been on back order with Fire Mountain Gems, and they finally came through this week. So I ordered these a while ago, but they just came through. This one is 216V. It's a very bright blue. This one is a 34V. It's another one of the 14 karat gold ones. Aren't those pretty sparkly? And then this one is 84V, which is a sea blue. So these are the last ones that, like I said, I had ordered these a long time ago. They were just on back order and they finally came. So yay, got all the beads for my chatelaines. Then my Jottery monthly order came in. So I thought I would show those off. The monthly limited edition one this week is called Rack and Ruin or this month for October. It's a pretty grays and blues and browns. It's very pretty. And I got 3 of those, as I do every month. Then we have Jade Dragon. Show you up a little brighter because I have light in here now. That's a little bit better. Then we've got Fright Night, very appropriate for October. Very Halloween-y. Then we have Witch's Brew, another good one for October. Granted, we're now in November, but still, it was October threads of the month. Then this one is Sherbet Dip. Very cute little sherbety yellows and greens and oranges. Then this one is Sunlit Waters, which is like a teal, green, blue, and yellow. This one is Hocus Pocus, another very Halloween-y one. What are you doing, son? No, you can't come in here right now.
Just watching.
Well, you need to close the door for me, honey. Can you come in here and close the door and watch me? But you gotta close the door so you don't hear the noise. He's not fit to be on camera right now. Are you just gonna sit over there and watch me? Yeah? Okay. Then this one is Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange?
You gotta be quiet if you're sitting over there, buddy. This one is Piggy Mud Pool.
Wow.
Sorry, we've got off-screen commentary. But it's a pinky gray brownie color. If you go put a shirt on and pants on, you can come in here and the video for a minute. He's still in his underwear because he likes sleeping in his underwear and we're being lazy this Sunday morning. This one is Whale Song. It's got a blue and a lot of grays. It's hard to capture the color on the video, but it's really pretty. And then the last one is a Dory Moment. Dory! Very Dory colors. So all of these will go in one of the October of the month, and everything else will go in my bag for Box of Delights, because Box of Delights is getting filled up with Jottery, and I just don't know which ones I'm picking. When I go through it, it's going to be whichever one calls to me at the moment that it happens. Oh my goodness, my feet are falling asleep again. Then we got some needle minders. Lots of needle minders, actually, from 3 different vendors. First off, sorry, I'm reaching. I ordered some needle minders from Delicious Threads. It had been a little while since I ordered from them, so I went through and found some new ones that I liked. Here are all the Doctor Who ones that I ordered. We've got Keep Calm, it's Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey, Keep Calm and Allons-y, Keep Calm because bow ties are cool, and Keep Calm and Call the Doctor. Sorry for the glare. Those are all really cute. And then this one, this pack, we've got a Moulin Rouge We got a pretty butterfly. We have a cotton button, love. And then these two, one is apparently common sense, isn't that common, and clearly cleverly disguised as an adult. Because I am. Oh, my feet. Then I got my order from Gina's Unique Needle Minders from her Christmas sale. So I've got Have You Been Naughty or Nice? I loved that one. A nutcracker because I love the nutcrackers, and then a pretty Christmas tree. And then, oh, hi, you want to come say hello for a second now?
Yes.
All right, come and say hello, my little man. Spider-Man shirt, good shirt to wear. Hi, everybody. Can you say hi?
Hi.
What did we do last night?
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. And what were you for Halloween?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Did you get a lot of candy? What's your favorite candy?
I don't know.
You don't know? You like lollipops a lot, don't you? Lollipops, I think, are your favorite, aren't they? You know, I love Tootsie Rolls. Those are pretty good. Okay, and you're killing my foot. Okay, can you say bye?
Bye.
Wave.
Bye.
Okay, go to the other room. Close the door.
This.
Close the door. Go, Davy. It's become a routine now for him to come in and interrupt my videos. Anyway, back to needle minders. Again, from Gina's, I ordered the Elf on the Shelf because we have an Elf on the Shelf. Her name is Millie. And then a Blingy Grinch. And then Gina sent this one to me as a thank you for ordering. So yay! Millie will come on December 1st. That's when Millie arrives for us. I know some people have their elves, or some people's elves come a lot sooner, but that's when ours will come. And then I also had an order from Nifty Needle Nannies. She's becoming like my primary one to go to anymore. She was really sweet. I had made an order, and I had ordered a couple of them that I just ordered half of what would be a pair. Like if there was a boy and a girl, I just ordered one of them. She was very sweet and sent me the other ones as thank yous, which I thought was sweet. This is an example. I ordered the Pretty Little Witch, and I ordered the girl pilgrim, but she sent me the boy pilgrim because she didn't want to break up the couple. So I got those. And then this is the other one. I ordered the little girl angel. She sent the boy angel because she don't want to split them up. So I got those two little angels, these two stars, and then a nativity. And then I got her set from, what is the movie? Inside Out. Just lost the name of it there. So there is Disgust and Joy and Sadness. She has a good deal on the entire set. And then there's Fear and Anger. And then, of course, Mulan. Because I like all my blingy princesses. I believe she's also got a sale going on right now on her blingy Halloween ones. I should have looked up the details, but check her out on Facebook. It's Nifty Needle Nannies. She's awesome. I love all of her stuff, and it's an addiction. Clearly, it's an addiction. So I mentioned that Kate and I got together on Friday. And I mentioned that we went shopping. We should not be allowed in the same shopping place together. It's just bad. Now, I will say there's only one thing that I purchased that wasn't on my shopping list. And that was this. It is the Halloween quilt sampler from Rosewood Manor. Isn't that adorable? Kate found this and said, oh, look, there's a second copy. There are only two. Isn't that cute? Sure. Let me hold on to it and I'll think about getting it. Yeah. So I love all the quilting in it. I love Rosewood Manor. It also came with this cute little charm that goes on it when you're done. This cute little spider charm. It's a cute spider. I don't like spiders generally. This one's a cute one. So yes, Halloween quilt sampler by Rosewood Manor. She and I are going to start this together next year because it's only appropriate. That was the only thing that wasn't on my list when I was shopping. everything else that I got, you all know I had been working on kitting up. I was working on kitting up January and February for the crazy January challenge, February challenge, where I was going to do 60 projects in 60 days. So I had gone through, figured out my projects, figured out what non-DMC and what specialty flosses I didn't have in my stash. And so I had a list of stuff. I don't think I'm going to be showing you everything, like individually, but I might. Who knows? So these are for several different patterns. I don't even remember off the top of my head what all of the different patterns were that all of these are for. But, you know, it is what it is. I got 4 whisper threads, 2 of the white 88, and then 1 of 101 and 1 of 102. I know, I still haven't told you guys what I'm doing next year yet. I will, eventually. Then, let's see, we got a lot of classic colorworks / crescent colors, whichever one the current name is now. I'm trying to go through here because I got lots of different things. Yeah, I'm going to show them all off because if you don't like it, just fast forward. I won't be offended. It's okay. So we got Baby Chick. We've got Sassy Brass. We've got Key Largo. We've got Really Tealy. And remember, these are in no particular order as far as what I'm picking up to show you guys. Then we got Milady's Teal. Or blue, dark blue than the teal. But Jelly Roll. I love this color. It's so pretty. And then Thinly Gold. And the Classic Colorworks, Crescent Colorworks, whatever. Then we have some Dinky Dyes. See, this is my problem with being a floss snob. This is where my money goes when I'm stitching, is buying all of the specialty flosses. If I just did it at DMC, it'd be a whole lot cheaper, but oh well. Dinky Dyes, this, I got 2 in Desert Sands. I have 1 natural, which is just their white. Guys, I can hear you. 1 in Jindally, pretty bright orange. 2 in Peach. And then 1 in Red Dust. And 1 in Nutwood. All in the orangey brown family. There's your reason. You'll find out later. Then I had some Gentle Arts. We've got Avocado. We've got Rose Garden. We've got Shutter Green. We've got Flax. Then there's Cucumber. Buckeye Scarlet, really pretty red. Blueberry. Sugar Plum. Vintage Lace, which I really liked this one. This one's really cool. Pink and cream. Carriage Black. And then Brandy. See, I like picking these out from my LNS because then I can actually see and pick. I like the highly variegated ones, and some of these aren't as highly variegated as others. So I like the fact that I can go through and pick them out myself, which is why I really hope someone purchases Stitch Niche now that the owner has tragically passed away. They're looking for a buyer for the shop, and I really hope they find someone. Then I got some Needlepoint Ink Silks. This one is 931A. This one is 716. This one is 606. This one is 714. This one is 605. And this one is 607. And then I have some Soy de Alger silks. This one is 3733. This one is 3735. This one is 3734. See, I've got a lot of floss. My floss, I'm not fully with all my floss yet. 4123. And then I also had one water lilies that I bought. This is lemon and lime. Yellow and green. It's really pretty. And then I got sparklies. Lots of Kreinik. And yes, I have now ordered a second Kreinik storage box because after I've had it filled for a while and I had like 2 or 3 extras, which I was like, that's fine. I can just put them on the top and close the top and they'll stay in there. No big deal. Yeah, I can't do that anymore because look, this is number 8 braid in 3232. This is number 8 braid in 9200. This is number 8 braid in 003. This is number 8 braid in 008. This is number 8 braid in 026. Didn't have any 8s. This one is number 4 braid in 26V. I like that one. This one is number 4 braid. It's actually like a cord braid, but it's a 205C. This one is a number 8 braid in 9400. This is a number 4 braid in 1223. This is a number 8 braid in 072. This is number 4 braid in 51 high luster. This one is number 4 braid in 009. This one is number 8 braid in 089. This is number 8 braid in 3509. Number 8 braid in 093. Number 4 braid in 001, because I used most of mine. Number 8 braid in 5720. It's more of a cordy color, cordy kind, but that's cool. This one is number 8 braid 3215. Number 4 braid 198. And number 8 braid 006. That was my haul this week, or my stash acquisitions for the week. I still have a few things that my LNS was out of that I have to order to finish kitting up January and February. And that is my plan today, is to go through all that stuff that I just showed you guys, all the threads, and figure out what I still need and place one final order, likely for the year, as far as that stuff goes, beyond my monthly things and the annual stitch alongs that I'm going to order for Clouds Factory and Frosted Pumpkin. It's probably going to be it for the year. I was joking with the lady who was checking us out at the LNS. No, I just told my husband he doesn't need to buy me any Christmas presents this year. We'll leave it at that. 33 minutes in. Maybe I should show you guys some whips. Get my little book back out. It's got all my notes. All right. Week in review. It was another successful week. Luckily, because I met up with Kate on Friday. I didn't have any holdovers because when I didn't do my daily rotation one, I didn't do Thursday night. So I did it on Friday when I was having brunch with Kate. And it all worked out. Anyway, rambling. So let me show you guys my whips for this past week. First off, I've got the Spirit of Cross Stitch Angel from Books. Let's see, can I... Here we go. I worked on adding this darker pink over here on this wing. So I'll continue working on that one the next time this one comes up. And then I worked on St. Peter's from Heritage Crafts. And I primarily worked on adding this peachy color. That was what my primary focus is on this week. Yeah. I'm hearing rain. If you hear the rain, sorry. But at least it didn't rain last night, and the kids could go trick-or-treating. And we had a lot of kids trick-or-treating. Okay, I'm ranting for a second here. You know, I understand parents who go trick-or-treating with their children. Paul goes out with the kids when the kids were little. You know, we were one of those families that the parents held the bag for the costume children, and, you know, trick-or-treat, yada yada, when they were little. I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is when you've got kids who are 7, 8, 9 range, my daughter's range, all dressed up, all asking for candy with their parents that come to the front door. Some parents stay on the sidewalk and watch the kids. Some parents come to the front door. I don't care either way. It's whatever you floats your boat. So I give the kids the candy, and then the mothers and grandmother, there are 3 of them, the 2 mothers and the grandmother, step forward and hold out their hands for candy. Not dressed up, in a t-shirt and jeans. Where's mine? And I'm like, excuse me? It's called the candy tax. You can get your own candy from your kids. I mean, I gave them some because I was a little bit too flabbergasted to say no. But really, grown-ups, if you have children, if you want to trick or treat, dress up. I'll give you candy if you dress up. Or you can just do what I do and take the candy tax. That was just my weird moment for the night last night. Then next we had the Stardust Fairy from Joan Elliott. This is on 32 Jobelin in Bewitched from Handed Fabrics by Stephanie. I did this when all the debate was on, because yes, I watched the political debates. I did a lot of the hair. That was what the focus was on this week. So got some more of her hair done. I didn't feel like doing 1/1 skin. So that was not going to happen. Then I worked on stitching ABCs when I was having brunch with Kate. This is the one I didn't really want to work on. I don't know what it is about this piece. I like the piece. I think it's awesome. I don't know if it's because it's on white Aida and it's not a full coverage piece. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's kit floss, but I worked on filling in the H, the additional colors in the H. Not much, but hey, every stitch counts, right? I work so little on Aida unless it's in a kit. And most of my time I work on Aida, it's in a pretty full coverage piece. So I don't know if it's just I don't like seeing all the white. I don't know. This is a Wine and Whips piece for next year, for sure. Then I worked on the Sugar Sweet Sampler from Frosted Pumpkin. This one I'm totally changing up the entire color scheme. It is on 28 Jobelin and Highland Heather from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie using flosses from Mo's Sale. So here's where I finished it this week. I got the alphabet done and then I did the little swirly thing below it. The alphabet is done in Gelato from Mo's Sale, and the swirly bit on the bottom is Cotton Candy from Mo's Sale. I'm going to try to be fun. I'm going to go through, because Mo has quite a few candy, sweets type things that I can use for, try to use some of those as the colors in the Sugar with Sweet Sampler, because, you know, it's appropriate. And then my Saturday stitch along piece is, of course, the Exploding TARDIS from Sprite Stitch, which is on 18 count Aida, but it's okay because it's a full coverage pattern. 2/1 full stitches, and I added 2 more colors this week. So there we go on that. And I could have done more on this when I stopped it, but I didn't, because this week, yesterday, the November frame came out for the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Storytime Sampler. And it was Little Women, which was the last one that we knew was coming for the year. And I did finish the block last night. Are we really shocked, people? So there is my Little Women frame. She cute? And then here's the entire piece so far. I can't believe we only have 1 month to go. Yes, that's a needle minder in December's frame. From Minding My Minders. But that's it. We got 1 frame to go. I would bet that December will either be A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, because hello, or The Night Before Christmas. Like the traditional, it was The Night Before Christmas and All Through the House, that one. Because they've done a poem with the Lady of Shalott already. So I could see either one of those being the, oh, there's a staple in here. That's not good. Being the pattern for December. But 1 month to go, and then we are done with this piece. Kind of hard to believe. So that was my regular week in review. I also worked on Garrett's piece some this week. I want to get this done before the end of the year, because I got a lot of plans for next year. So I've been working on this for about half an hour a day. And my intention is not this weekend, because I've got the Zodiac to do today, but starting next week on Sunday. So just like I have my Exploding TARDIS is my Saturday dedicated piece for now, Garrett's piece is going to become my Sunday dedicated piece, so that I can still work on it half an hour a day during the week, but then I can really focus on it on Sunday and hopefully get this done. So here is Garrett's piece, which really, I'm surprised if people haven't figured out the theme by now. But I've got the first, this is being done on 32 Lugana in sand from Picture This Plus, using a lot of flosses from Dragonfly Lotus. I got the first block done. Mirror, mirror in my hand. See, there's lots of sparkly, the mirror's all sparkly, her crown. And then I got the text done, who is the fairest in the land. And so I'll work more on this block today. Today it's just going to be my standard 30 minutes a day, because like I said, I've got the Zodiac, which I'll show off here in a second. But yeah, there we go. And of course it's a Snow White needle minder from Gina's Unique Needle Minders. So there we go. I'm really enjoying working on this piece. It's fun to see it come together. I'm enjoying working with the Dragonfly Lotus. It's just been a fun piece. I've been really enjoying it. Well done, Coffee Stitcher! So there's that one. I can stay in that pile. Now I'm going to do my week in review, or my whips for the week. Whips for the week. Today's first. That means the Zodiac sampler next set or next frame came out this morning. I haven't opened it up yet. I haven't started stitching it yet because I want to do the video first, but it'll be completed by next video. Here is, I am doing the Walking Through the Stars Zodiac Sampler by Clouds Factory on 32 Belfast in Black Magic from Under the Sea Fabrics. And here is the piece so far. This is where it stands right now. So I will be doing the next set of frames and stuff today and probably tomorrow. It usually takes me 2 days. Isn't that pretty? I'm so loving this piece. I will be sad to see it end. It's been a really fun stitch to work on. I have very much enjoyed it. Oh, I didn't show my needle minder. The needle minder is a Gemini needle minder from Minding My Minders, who I believe is also having a sale, but don't quote me. I went a little needle minder crazy. You already saw that earlier. So this will probably be today and tomorrow's piece, more than likely. And that's fine. The next piece I have is Sweet Pea Fairy by Joan Elliott. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. And I am doing this one on 28 count Jobelan in Fairy Dance from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie, and here's where she is at this point. Last time I worked on her, I worked on a lot of her hair, so she wouldn't just be a bald, armless creature. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go with her on this one yet. I haven't decided yet. Isn't she pretty? Her skin is done 1/1. I love the effect. And then it is a Tinkerbell, Pinup Tinkerbell needle minder from Gina's Unique Needle Minders. This fabric I probably could have cut down when I started it, but I didn't because cutting fabric can sometimes scare me. But that's another story for another day. Then next I have the biggest stash from Cross Point Designs. She who has the biggest stash wins. Excuse me. So there's that one. I am doing this one on 32 Jobelin and April Showers from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. I was working on the chair in the middle last couple times. I've been working on it. And I've got my Dr. Pepper needle minder. See, it's huge. It's really not a needle minder, but I'm using it as a needle minder because I like it. So, I forget the site that I bought it from off the top of my head. I've talked about it in a previous video though. Excuse me. This wet, icky weather is giving me a cold, people. Then the next one I've got is The Bookshelf by Little House Needleworks. Now I will say this now. I'm about to hit the huge slew of, or not huge, but the slew of patterns in my alphabetic rotation that I'll start with V. And we all know the rule that when you're putting things in alphabetical order, you're not supposed to attribute the as part of keeping in order. Well, my app did that automatically. It put the and then whatever order. As I go through all of these the patterns, I will be erasing the from the title, so it will be adjusted to where it goes in the rotation. So it'll be bookshelf instead of the bookshelf as far as where I organize it. So let's move up to the B's. But anyway, I am doing this one 32 Lugana in doubloon from Picture This Plus. Here's where I am. Working on the bookends last time. And it's a Pride and Prejudice needle minder from Pinoy Stitches. She's just very cute. Let's see here. And then that brings us to Friday, which is The Little Mermaid from the Disney Dreams collection. Thomas Kincaid for Disney Dreams. You all have seen me work on this one before. Here is where I am on it at this point. Yeah, sorry, gotta pull it down a little bit. Here's where I am starting it from this point. And I got a pin-up Ariel from Gina's Unique Needle Minders. So yeah. And then Saturday again will be my Exploding TARDIS, as usual. So, those are my whips for the upcoming week. Lots of good ones. I'm excited. Yay! Now, I know there's a couple there's at least one pattern I haven't shown you guys yet, and I'm sure you're wondering about it. It's November 1st, which means the October Stitch Along for Raven Queen has ended in Stitch Mania. As you may recall, Raven Queen was the only Stitch Along piece I worked on this month. I started her October 1st. There were a couple days I worked on more than, oh, it's over there. There are a couple days I worked on her more than an hour, but it was generally about an hour a day. I love her. I'm sad to see her go, but I'm very happy with my progress for this month. So here is my Regina, my Raven Queen. She is being done on 28 Jobelin in Andromeda from Under the Sea Fabrics. So I got all the black done. I did some gray. I did some teal. I started working on the carrot and water lilies. Got some of her skirt done. I'm just very pleased. It's going to be weird not working on her today. But I'm very pleased with the progress. Yeah, Katie can talk. That I got to this month. But she's going to be going away now. Bye, Regina. We will see you next time you come up. So November starts the 5F Stitch Along in Stitch Mania, which is family, friends, food, fall, and fun. I am going to be doing, I'm going to go back to the way I did my Stitch Alongs before October, which is a different pattern each week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one for family, one for friends, one for food, one for fall, and all of them are fun. So I'm not doing one that's separate for just fun, but I'm going to do 4 and they're all fun. So I decided today to start off the November Stitch Along, I'm going to do family, and I'm going to be working on Lizzie Kate's ABCs of Parenting, which I started for August Angst. So I haven't done a lot on it at this point, but this one is being done on 32 Lugana in Earthen from Picture This Plus. And here's where I got to when I worked on it last time. I just got the negotiate and the little basket started. Negotiate down the basket started. I'm using my Blingy Texas needle minder from Gina. So I will be working on this starting today for an hour a day for this week. And we will see how far I get. Because again, this month starts on a Sunday. I don't anticipate doing separate videos for the Stitch Alongs. I'll just include it as a separate little bit for my videos like I am right now each week. Also, I mentioned last video, in January, I am joining in on the Magical Creatures Calendar 2016 Stitch Along. And I'd already started the Magical Creatures Calendar for Stitch Mania this year. And I was working on the border first. And the consensus in the group generally is that if you want to start it before January, or if you've already had it started like me, that most of us who are starting it before January are trying to get the border done first, because it's an intricate border. And that way, once the border's done, you can just focus each month on the little square for the month. So I've got 2 months to go until January start. I've already made a lot of progress already on my border, but I want the border done before I start this again in January for the official Stitch Along. So I'm picking this up and I'm putting it in my rotation where I'm going to try to work on it about 15 minutes a day, if I can. It doesn't seem like much, but 15 minutes adding up gets you progress, just so I can finish the border. And once the border's done, it'll go away until January. But here is where we are at this point on the Magical Creatures Calendar by Clouds Factory. I am doing this on 32 Opal Belfast in Diva from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. It's pretty purple and blue and pink with lots of sparkle and bling. And the border, I'm substituting out Almost Sale Flosses and Silks. The border is being done in Ramona Silk from Mo. So I just need to finish this bottom part of the border for this part and then do the top row and then I'll have the border done. So I don't have a lot to do between now and January. And this is my Pegasus needle minder from Gina. So that's my plan, is to just have this, work on it about 15 minutes a day so I can get the border done so that in January I can just start working on the inside of the block. So I will show you guys where I am on that next week as well until it's done. It's a lot. I'm not done yet. Hi, my name is Katie, and I am an insane serial starter. And I blame my quasi-twin sister, Kate, for what I'm about to say. I had already told you all that I planned on, well, I guess it was technically 92 starts for next year. I was going to do 31 for February, 29 for or 31 for January, 29 for February, because it's a leap year. Then the 31 for May. And then I had a new start planned for the Harry Potter Stitch Along in September of next year for Stitch Mania already. So I had 92 patterns that I was going to be starting on next year. And I thought that was crazy. And you all very kindly acknowledged that I was crazy, but were cheering me on. Kate made an announcement this week on Stitch Mania, threw down the gauntlet that she was making 2016 the year of starts. 366 starts in 366 days. And I was one of the ones that, along with the majority of Stitch Mania, gave the resounding chorus of, "You're insane, but I will cheer you on. You're insane, I will stick with my 92. You're crazy, but go for it. I think it's awesome. You do it." And then other people started joining in. New ones saying, "Oh, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. Hey, look, I'm putting together these project sheets to do it. Hey, I'm already planning on starting 90. What's another 250 or 270 or however many it is?" It's too early for math. And I kept saying, "No, no, no. You guys are crazy. You're insane." Then I had lunch with Kate. And then we were going shopping. And we were talking. And more people were joining. And I was looking at my pattern and said, you know, I've got the 366 patterns. No problem. Between books and magazines and patterns I already had in my stash and the legitimate freebies that are out there, 366 patterns is not a problem. Floss, probably not a problem if I space it out. Fabric might be a problem, but depending on what patterns I do, it may not be. I am officially announcing that the Stash Queen will be joining the Queen of Starts and others in making 2016 the year of starts. I will be doing 366 starts in 366 days. Yes, I'm insane. But it's gonna be fun! Now, for all of you out there being like, why? That's crazy. It is crazy. I like starting projects. I have a lot of stash. You guys have seen this. And as much as I like having stash and accumulating and collecting and all that sort of thing, I bought them because I want to do them. And if I wait, who knows? I may never get to them. So why not start them? Why not work out my new rotation, and I'm still working on how it's going to be, to start them, and still work on projects for the different stitch alongs for next year for Stitch Mania, and do what I'd already planned on doing for other parts of my rotation. Why not? It's fun. Let's just do it. So I'm doing it. January and February are pretty much already organized and figured out. May had already pretty much been organized and figured out because I was doing Mania. So I'm working slowly on figuring out stuff for the other months. My plan, my intention, I'd already planned on doing a separate video of showing you guys my crazy January and February starts. I will probably do a video each month previewing the starts for the following month. So I will probably do my crazy January starts, all of the ones I'm going to start in January. I'll do a video of that in December. Gives me the rest of this month to finish kitting up whatever I need to kit up. And then in January, at some point, I'll show the video of all the starts that I plan on doing in February, and so on and so forth for the year. I will still show them each week when they come up, what they're planning on for the week, but that way you'll have one video to see what the starts are going to be for the upcoming month. January, like I said, is pretty much already done. The only two that I'm not sure about for January, I am going to do the Clouds Factory and Frosted Pumpkin annual stitch alongs again next year. They haven't been released yet, so I don't know what they're going to be. I don't know anything about those yet. But by December, I should. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stitching going on. I'm going to need more needle minders. I probably should start making my own. Anyone else want to join the insanity? Come on. You know you want to. So that's about it. Like I said, a lot to talk about today. My throat and mouth are killing me from talking so much, even though it's really just about an hour, and that's what my videos usually are. But there's just a lot of stuff this week. I hope everyone has a wonderful stitchy week. I should be back on Sunday for my normal stitchy update, since I won't be doing the crazy January or the January start video until December, so we've got a little while on that. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next time.